What's going on, guys? What is up? It's Preacher Man Sports. Welcome back to another video. And Broncos season is officially over. They finished on a high note, but on a terrible season that was 5-12. They had bigger expectations. Finished last in the division again, separated by one game, and they finished by beating the Chargers 31-28. I don't want the Chargers, they played their starters like dumbasses and cost them Mike Williams probably. And I don't care if they wanted to put Herbert, they were down by 11 to us, and then that's when they decided to put Daniel in. So I don't care. I don't want to hear old Chargers and they rested their starters in. No, it doesn't matter. They played their starters most of the game. So um overall, they had a good game. The defense, okay, I can't really blame that last touchdown on the defense because fucking Brandon Johnson, piece of shit. I was wrong about that dude. He should not be on special teams because he fucking muffs every punt. But Montreal Washington was inactive because they're trying to fix his fundamentals. And then Kendall Hinton was out due to a hamstring injury, so that took him out. And then Brandon Johnson, yeah, it didn't work. So yeah, that's one thing to keep in mind. But overall, I'm so happy that they got this win. They end the season on a high note, and this just shows you that it doesn't matter how terrible Denver is, that they'll always beat the Chargers. Denver just basically owns them. But let's, let's see. Judy had 6 catches. Judy was the player of the game along with Russell Wilson. I'm gonna go drive by drive. So the first drive, the Chargers, Keenan Allen had a 14-yard touchdown. He got past Justin Simmons on that. The next drive, the Broncos. I wish they showed me drive by drive. Let me just look on the full play by play. Okay, yeah. All right. The next play, the Broncos, after they responded with a touchdown, it was to Latavius Murray. He ran it in from 2 yards out. Next play, the Chargers went three and out. Then the Broncos, they went three and out. And then next, after 12 plays, the Chargers scored a touchdown. That I think who scored that touchdown? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, the fucking Gerald Everett got the touchdown because Jules too fucking slow and he couldn't get his hand around time. But who cares? Next drive, the Broncos they punted, and yeah, Russell Wilson he got sacked. Fucking Billy Turner, man. Yeah, Bill. I think it was Cameron Fleming actually. Oh my god, I hate that piece of shit. And it was 14-0. It was 14-0 when they 14-7. I mean, then the Chargers fumbled the ball when Eckler Justin Simmons forced the ball out. So yeah, Justin Simmons, yeah, that guy sucks. But yeah, sure. Justin Simmons, he forced the fumble along with Alex Singleton. I don't know why they didn't give him a half fumble because Singleton was part of the reason as well. But Broncos only got a field goal on that, which is fine. 14-10 Chargers. Then the Broncos forced a three and out. Then they get the ball back, but they go three and out. Chargers get a field goal, and we look like we were gonna kneel the ball out because there was only 17 seconds left in the halftime. But Russell Wilson throws a fucking dime to Jerry Judy, who beat Derwin James on that play. And it was about a gain of, let's say, what was it? It took us only 3 plays. It was a gain of 57 yards. And then Eric Thompson got the touchdown and ended up tied at halftime. Then the Broncos' first possession, Tyler Beatty, Missouri guy, rookie from Missouri, ends up getting a 24-yard touchdown from Russell Wilson. Then they force a punt. Then we force a punt, and then the next couple plays, he throws. Russell Wilson throws a deep pass to Judy. He gets that, but then about like a play later, Russell Wilson the pass gets tipped and picked off. That was a bad break. Chargers only got a field goal out of it, thank God. And then Denver punted. And then looks like the Chargers were gonna score again, but DeAndre Carter fumbled the ball. Justin Simmons punched the ball out, and Kareem Jackson recovered. Oh, and then score was 24-20 Denver during the time. Then the Broncos got a touchdown, threw it to Cortland Sutton. So yeah, 31-20, and then that's when they fucking decided to pull their starters when they were down bad. And then fucking this is the play when it changed. We forced a punt. Brandon Johnson had his hands up, and then it was too low, and he fucking fumbled it. And yeah, and the Chargers got it. They got a touchdown, 2-point conversion on that. Um, Denver eventually, Denver eventually iced the game with all those runs and Jerry Judy, and we ended up winning 31-28. I'm just gonna look at the stats. It was an overall a good, solid game, a complete game for Denver. Justin Herbert had a solid game, 25-37, 273 yards, 2 touchdowns. He didn't throw a pick. He got sacked once. It was Baron Brown and they got the sack. Chase Daniel, who cares? Only 25 yards. Mickey Mouse. Austin Eckler didn't do shit. 11 carries for 34 yards. That's only 3 yards a carry. That's not that good. The Broncos did a pretty good job at stopping the run, but like covering, there's a lot of guys injured. Sertan did a good job covering whoever he was covering. Keenan Allen, he fucking did good. He had a touchdown on Justin Simmons because they ran, and yeah, DeAndre Carter. Yeah, other than Keenan Allen, that was really it. But yeah, Broncos. Russell Wilson had 13 of 24 for 283 yards. He threw 3 touchdowns. He threw a pick, but I can't really blame that much on him. He had a great game, but he got sacked twice, and I think one was on Turner, one was on Fleming. But then again, one of those sacks, I think the Billy Turner sack, I was just on Russ for taking too much time off, and it eventually got past him. Judy, I don't know why it says 5 catches for 154. He had 6 catches for 166 yards. But Judy almost had 1,000 yards receiving. I wish he did, but oh well. Cortland Sutton had 3 catches for 33 yards. He had the touchdown. Beatty had a touchdown. Murray didn't do shit in the receiving game. Defense, Singleton led the team with 11 tackles. Simmons had 10 tackles. Um, Browning had the lone sack, obviously. McManus had a good game. Waitman he did 48 yards average of punt, but that's not bad at all. But overall, there was a couple times like sometimes the run stopping like fucking Mike Purcell, man. Ugh. But I'm just glad the Broncos got the win to close out the season. I'll probably make a season recap video like probably on Tuesday, and then I'll make my wild card picks. I just don't know. But they got a lot. The Broncos have a lot of holes to fill in the offseason. First, they need to fix the fucking O line. Billy Turner has to go. He's old. He's injury prone. Fleming, I don't want to see his face in the NFL. He's the worst O lineman I've ever seen. Graham Glasgow, he's terrible. I'd rather have Cushionberry than that dude. Yeah, I said it. That's how much I hate Glasgow. I'd rather have Cushionberry because at least he's fucking young. Glasgow's a fucking veteran. But no, Cushionberry, he sucks too. I tried defending that dude, and I can't do it anymore. Reisner's mid, he got hurt. I don't know if the Broncos gonna resign him, but knowing them, they're probably gonna resign. On the D line, when they traded away Chubb, their pressure got worse. Baron Browning had a pretty mid season. He had 5.5 sacks, something like that. Draymond Jones led the team in sacks with 6.5. Gregory before he got hurt was doing good, but he didn't do shit this season because his knee injury that he suffered. Um, but Mike Purcell needs to retire. He's old. He's washed. He gets bodied by quarterbacks and he's soft. Draymond Jones, I don't know why people hype him up. He's honestly mid. In my opinion, he's mid. Draymond Jones is mid, but I don't. If they resign him, I don't know what to say. It's mid, but I wouldn't really care that much. I wouldn't be happy, but I wouldn't be pissed off. Simmons, he did good. Outside of that one touchdown he gave up to Keenan Allen, but he forced 2 fumbles. That was pretty good. Um, yeah, Jackson, he recovered that fumble, but who cares? Kareem Jackson has to go, man. He's old. He was good his first few years in Denver, and then he just his age just took over. So They got a lot of holes. Like when the season recap happens, after the season recap, and then I'll go into the off season guide of what do they need to fix. But I'm glad they got the win at the end. The Broncos, they did good. It was a complete game. Russell wasn't had a great game. This. I have one thing to ask. Where the hell was this all season? This just shows you how terrible Hackett was. Justin Allen, his fucking butt buddy right there, is a way better play caller. Russell Wilson, the old line actually did fine this game. This is actually one game where the old line actually did an old line job. They'll give up a couple sacks, but fucking they didn't give up like five of it. But they only gave up two, and the protection just broke down on those two. So they did a pretty solid job. Run game did good. Murray, I would bring back Latavius Murray for another year for a backup to Javante. I would not mind it. But I'm just glad we got the win. Broncos, they finished the season 5-12. A putrid season. It was probably the worst season for Denver. Definitely if they would have lost, but that's just it, man. And hopefully next year they turn it around. It's just and I don't know who the head coach is going to be since Hackett. Then he basically went half and done. Basically, after he got like raped by the Rams, he knew his time was done. And we'll have to see what happens next. But that's all I wanted to say, guys. Make sure you hit the like, comment, subscribe. Peace out. Broncos, they actually won the division game 31-28 against the Chargers. But that's all I want to say, guys. See you guys later. And all I got to say is peace. Go Broncos.